Hey all you cool cats and kittens. It's day 695 of quarantine, and I'm doing just fine. Today we're going to be drawing Captain Holt and Cheddar from the show Brooklyn Nine-Nine. And it's going to look like this. So yeah, everyone follow along. It's going to be a quick video, just like last time. And yeah, let's get to it. As you can see, I, as always, start off with construction lines. Archer's character designs are a bit more realistic in terms of proportions, so I do have to keep that in mind while exaggerating and cartooning Captain Holt. So Photoshop crashed on me. Alright, so in my last variation of my rough sketch, I drew these blue lines, these sort of shapes throughout the character, and I'll be explaining what those are once we get to the color portion. So now I'm moving on to the final line work, and as you can see in the show Archer, they're very clean and confident lines for the designs, and that's something that you always have to keep in mind. I always say, like, if you want to try to match a style of a show, always keep in mind the sort of line quality of it. You know, a show like Rick and Morty can get away with sort of a rough line work, sort of wobbly lines, unconfident lines, but a show like Archer that's Adobe Flash or Adobe Animate cartoon, their line work is very clean because I believe it's vector based lines in Adobe Animate, so it sort of does give that clean line effect that I'm trying to match in Photoshop. And now I'm moving on to the color portion of the drawing. And as you can see, when I was doing the rough line work, I made some blue guidelines of where the darker values were going to be for the final color. And I feel like adding that final darker value of color does help really match that style of Archer. It's sort of something that's unique to the show. I will say that adding in that value, that darker value, did sort of pose a challenge for me. Just because you don't want to overkill it with, so many like random shapes on the body, so you really do have to pay attention to your reference and figure out where exactly you want those shapes of value to be throughout the character. In order to get those very thick lines that you see on the outside of the characters in Archer, what I did was I created a silhouette, and then I increased the size of it so it's a little bigger than the actual design I drew, and then I put that layer all the way at the end, or at the bottom of the project, and then that sort of creates a thick line effect. And I think we're calling this done. Alright, so thank you everyone for watching. Alright, so that's the end of the video. I hope you liked it. I know it was really quick. Hope you learned something, anything, again. So yeah, and special thanks to Eliza.Bethkus on Instagram. She suggested this one a long while back. So thank you. And yeah, if you have any more suggestions, anybody, feel free to post them in the comments, and I will not listen to them, as always. So yeah, stay tuned for some more of our videos here at Tune Therapy. I may or may not be doing something different for the next one. We'll see. So stay tuned. Bye.